One Life, what's going on, baby? What's going on, everybody, man? Y'all already know, man, what's going on. This is your boy, One Life Star, man. This is One Life Star. And I ain't gonna hold y'all. The game is in trouble. The game is in trouble, shot. So I couldn't goddamn say today. Now, y'all know me. Shouts out to the chat, man. Shouts out to the One Life family. Shouts out to the people that really care about Naziayh. How about shouts out to them, man? Shouts out to the people that's telling the truth. Shouts out to the people who not trying to lead narratives. Huh? One Life family. This is your boy One Life starting tonight. We gonna get into it. I'm not here to bash nobody. Never been like that. Never been one of those. But I am here to talk to y'all about what I always do, which is talk to y'all about facts, talk to y'all about cases, talk to y'all about the laws and things of that nature that pertain to these cases. And the thing with NaziayhHarris, shouts out to everybody in the chat, man. Shouts out to Carolina, shouts out to K-Time, shouts out to the One Life, man. But see, I've never been a person that came up here, social media, nothing like that, and got involved in drama. I say, when it's time to talk law, when it's time to talk justice, then you come holler at One Life Justice Foundation, because that's what we stand on, is justice. You feel me? And now I want to break some things down to y'all from a real perspective, because again, sometimes you just gotta hear what it is, y'all. Cause we are the One Life family. Y'all ever know how we doing it, man? We turned up, we in this thing. All right. See, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When you holler justice for NaziayhHarris, right? Because I'm going to tell y'all something. I've been following NaziayhHarris case since it happened. And this me being honest, it ain't about me. I'm just making it short, straight to the point for y'all. I had done got up off of YouTube for a little minute, because I had done went back to jail. You did what I'm saying? I was on another platform doing my thing and woo. And when I got out of jail from the last time, the story was going on with Naziayh. I had spoke on the story and stuff like that. It wasn't really catching much traction, woo. Mind you, the YSL trial was going on. So I basically talked about the YSL trial and the Carmelo. It was a plethora of things going on. I'm not one person that's going to stay stuck on something, because I don't want people to put me in what they call a sector. I'm not trying to get sectionalized, if that's a word. You know what I'm saying? So I talk about a slew of things. You'll never really catch me woo. But, and also too, I'm telling y'all the truth. If y'all follow me, y'all know I one of the first people had Roxy come up and talk. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I definitely had Roxy come up and talk on my platform, on my YouTube about a year ago. I definitely had her do that. And I told y'all then I didn't trust Roxy. That's why I got up out the case. When I seen that Roxy, and this is straight up, everything I'm finna tell y'all, facts. I'm gonna say allegedly, but fuck it, facts. So look, I told everybody from the beginning, I said, man, it's something about that lady, man. I don't trust her. I don't know her, but I don't trust her. It's something up with her, how she move and shit. I'm a nigga in the street. Mind y'all, I had just got out of jail being around some of the worst criminals in America. So I'm like, I got a pretty good judge of some street knowledge. So anyway, to get to the point, YouTube, One Life family. We done talked about a plethora of cases on YouTube. We know when something ain't right. So I said, dang, something ain't right with these cases. And before I get involved and go down this rabbit hole, I'm going to just go ahead and talk about something else. Went on to talk about something else. In the midst of that, people weren't, after the preliminary hearing, people talked about the preliminary, but it more so went into issues, family dramas, and social media things like that. That's really where it went. People lost focus of the law. People lost focus of the justice. Not everybody, But the people who had a due diligence to deliver the truthful information and journalism of this case, they lost focus. They arguing with each other. They talking about themselves. They putting out lawsuits. They lying. They picking sides. They fussing, fighting, and arguing. They dying at the courthouse, acting the same way them white folks expect us to act, which is why they don't fuck with us and tell us things that we would really like to know. Because niggas don't know how to act. Y'all all down there at the courthouse, coming back on, which I thought it was funny. People have went to jail behind this. It's not funny. I just told y'all that I had got out of jail. It ain't funny to go to jail, especially for somebody you don't know. Hello. So, people going to jail. All this stuff is going on. See, in this case, they used a lot of what you call the Mandela effect. The Mandela effect. And people was all saying similar things. Y'all keep up with what I just said. The Mandela effect. To where everybody was under the belief of a lie that was started on purpose and people just took and ran with it. Who do y'all think caused most of the Mandela effect? Roxy. Let's be honest. And I'm talking about, y'all see what I'm talking to y'all about? I ain't talking about family drama and all that. I'm talking to y'all about legal law things. I'm finna get into some videos and stuff that I got. Gonna tell y'all what's going on. So look, boom. When you take this whole situation and you go back to the beginning of this whole ordeal, right? We don't have to play. We can just be honest. Now, you got, okay. Listen to me, y'all. This is on everything I love. Because ain't nobody broke it down to y'all legally and what's going on. You had what you call a preliminary hearing. And I'm talking to y'all from a nigga that go to court, that go to trial. I'm talking to y'all from the whoop and whoop, the inside scoop. I'm talking to y'all from, bro, for real. I'm telling y'all what's going on. I ain't no blogger that got to come up here and look up the law and run to the courthouse and try to see what's going on. Any nigga that's a real nigga gonna tell you the last place we want to go is to a courtroom, especially if it ain't got nothing to do with us. Period. For we'll get to that. But then let's go back to NaziayhHarris goes missing. Let's go right there. Let's go right there, y'all. Because I'm finna tell y'all why Roxy is a suspect. And y'all ain't been paying attention. Shawty sat there and told y'all her mama, a couple people, that nigga, woo woo, her mama, they told y'all out their mouth. The police told us not to get involved. Why would the police tell you not? Listen to me, y'all. Why would the police tell you to not get involved? Because they don't trust you. They don't trust you. Don't get involved mean don't get involved. And when you got involved and found these clothes, that is what you call tampering with evidence. Because they asked you. Hold on, y'all. Keep up with me now. Because they asked you not to get involved. They asked you to call your search off. They asked you to stop. You wouldn't stop, Roxy. You sold your house. That's very important that you sold your house prior to Naziah coming up missing, because y'all keep up with me. Keep up with me. You sold your house prior to this happening. Then you turned around and started to GoFundMe and said it was for woo-woo. If you sold your house, you would have money to put into whatever. Now, if you wanted to sell shirts of Naziayh, I'm just talking to y'all, keeping it real. It's straight up. If you wanted to sell merchandise of Naziayh, you could have easily sold merchandise of Naziayh. You didn't need to go fund me to say, well, hey, I started a business or whatever you want to do with it. You can invest your money in whatever. But when you started telling the public that this money, this GoFundMe and things of that nature is for funeral expenses and things of that nature, now you playing on people's emotions. You playing with people's money. You playing with people's hearts and feelings who is like, okay, I'm thinking, don't nobody want no goddamn mug. But to have something that is a part of Naziayh, yeah, they'll buy it. Yes. But if you wanted to do that, I'm just saying, then you would have just been like, well, look, I'm selling merchandise in Naziayh, proceeds to go to woo. However, that's your business. But you, mind you, y'all already had said Mark D contributed to the balloon release. You didn't need a balloon. How much you a pack of fucking motherfucker? You can go in goddamn Dollar Tree and steal goddamn packs of. You can go. You ain't got to steal. You can go in Dollar Tree and get you some balloons and walk out. They're not gonna do nothing. I promise you, they not. They'll blow them up for you too. You feel me? So look, they go there. She sells her house and everything like that. Naziayh comes up missing. They report this missing January the 10th. Y'all keep up with me. Annette said that they get up in the morning. Y'all remember they were talking about they get up in the morning and pray and shit? This don't seem like a praying family to me. Hello? Hello? It's me. Hello? It's me. Hello? You feel me? Don't seem like they pray too much to me. I ain't saying what they ain't and ain't doing. It just don't seem like they doing it to me. One life family.
Wasn't supposed to feel this way, but here I am, staying anyway. You pulled up the night, 2:15, heartbroken high. Said it was just for the night. No promises, no strings to tie. We left, we drank, we danced slow. Two strangers just trying to let go. But when the sun came,
y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? I'm not finna come play with y'all. What's going on, Cassandra? So look now. You did all of these things. So let's get back to the point, Roxy. Because Roxy is the key person that keep doing all these things and ain't getting no repercussions. What I mean by that it is, let's take it here. Do y'all remember, I ain't even got to the baseball bat, but listen to me, y'all. Do y'all remember, and y'all drop a 1 in the chat if y'all remember this. Do y'all remember when Roxy came out, somewhere along the lines it came out that she said the hotel had Naziayh going in the hotel with Jarvis, but never coming out? Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that? She said Naziayh went in that hotel with Jarvis and never came out. That's what she said. Roxy comes back in town. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all keep up with me now. Roxy come. I got a picture I want to show y'all so goddamn bad. I'm gonna show it to y'all too. Wait till I had enough drink. I'm gonna show it to you. Roxy know where Naziayh at, allegedly. But I'm telling y'all, she know what's going on. She know what's going on. Y'all ain't noticed how Roxy came out of nowhere? Nowhere. Like, huh? I don't know what's going on. Listen, y'all, I'm finna take y'all back. What is? Roxy shows up, right? Roxy go on that on that boy on Bro Podcast. The 7 Mile dude. Marty. She go on his thing, whatever. They talked on the phone, whatever. She go on the thing, on his podcast. The next thing you know, she working for the nigga. She she working for him. She got a whole 9 to 5 where they not doing nothing but sitting up trying to sabotage NaziayhHarris case. Y'all remember that? Why everyone keeps speaking on drum? Y'all need to worry about it. That's what we're talking about. Oh, I Heart Myself 19. Hello, it's me. That's what we're talking about. It's the justice of Naziah, and I'm explaining to y'all that Roxy know where she's at because Roxy plays a major part in that. Did you miss that? Did you miss that part? Anyway, let me get back to the point. Just sit back, have a seat, baby. Ride this thing out, y'all. Ride this out with me, baby. Now look. Yeah, baby. Need to worry about where the baby. That's what we talking about, where the baby at. God damn, shouter. She on that Jarvis dust. Now listen to me. That the Jarvis dust. Whoa, she snorted a line. Anyway, so look. The information is the information, y'all. You feel me? We're going to stay on track, though, man. She came and was working on. She came and started working on Mark D. I thought they found that baby. I don't. How you thought that? How you thought that? That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm here to say today. Da, 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 da. Look, though, for real. Look, though, this for real. Shout out just side, right? They got dang. She started working for Mark D, right? She started working for Mark D. She's working at the podcast thing. What do you think that come with? Clicks, likes, views. We need a story. We need this. That's why they turned around, ran and found Naziah mama. Do you think Roxy helped her mama? Did you see Roxy help Naziah mama do anything? Get on the feed, get her something to eat, take her out, goddamn, anything like that. You feel me? It's all good, baby. Don't worry about it. I'm here to set you straight. That's why I'm glad you're here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share if you care button. You feel me? Because I'm going to get you right. I'm going to get you right over here on One Life. Now, Roxy, Mark D, and stuff, they came, they went, found, shot a mama, did all that. Oh, we found lady. What do you mean found? She's not a property. You found her. Did you help her? Did you goddamn do anything that was been up? Because, I mean, I seen her with y'all, and then I didn't. Then Naziah dad dies. Like, what the fuck is going on here? You feel me? What? He talked to you, Mark, through, and then he chunked Roxy off and told Roxy, shut your mouth. I don't even know you, Roxy. He said, I do take care of my kid. Naziah daddy said he was paying child support. He said he was paying child support. Roxy tried to question that man in front of Mark D as part of her job. As part of her job. Y'all keep up with it. Tried to question that man in front of Mark D, and that man said, I don't even know you. Shut your mouth. Period. That right there let me know. You don't know Naziah, Dad. You don't know Naziah. Motherfucker, you didn't even know Janelle wasn't related to you until you said you found out with her. Why y'all think Roxy don't refer to Kenya as mom? Hello? Hello? It's me. Hello. Why y'all think she called her mama by her first name? Huh? Are y'all ready to get funky? Okay. All right. Anyway. Y'all try that screen for me one time. One like that, baby. I'm just breaking it down for y'all, just the street way. I'm talking to y'all from the real street perspective. Ain't nobody on YouTube talking to y'all from a real perspective. They telling y'all that I tell y'all, the person that I see being as close to real as possible is Kiwana. That's the closest person I see as being real. Facts. Hey, bet she didn't know Naziah like that. Tell her, bro. She ain't no shouter. She told y'all she would mind y'all. Roxy is married to a whole lady that works for the police department. Why do y'all keep bypassing the thing? Roxy got with Mark D and went to Shannon them house with an AR-15. Did y'all forget that? How did you? But that was when she was working for 7 Mile Radio. Hello? And you mean to tell me you found these goddamn clothes and the police don't got you as a person of interest? Let me ask y'all this. She found clothes out there. If you listen to them, they said it was a lot of clothes out there. It was a lot of trash out there. It was a lot of stuff out there. But the stuff you picked up and put in a black bag just so happened to come back and belong to NaziayhHarris. Oh! Man, listen, man. I don't know. I don't know. But I know. You feel me? You said, this is after they asked you to stop. Stop help. You ever had a motherfucker tell you don't help me no more? You know how fucked up you gotta be for somebody to you know how fucked up you gotta be for somebody to say, hey, for the police. The police will normally allow anybody to help. But for the police to come to you specifically, your mama, Mark D, all these motherfuckers and say, hey, we don't need your help. You know what that speak? Suspect. You know why they don't want your help? Because you suspicious. The shit you do. That's why I keep, not you one, I'm sorry. That's why, what's her name? Roxy said, first of all, oh, we getting funky tonight. First of all, Roxy said she was driving down the street, coming down the street or something, and somebody told her, this is what Roxy said. I'm finna play y'all the video. I ain't even got to the videos I got for y'all. Oh my God. Roxy said, motherfucker said to her, I think they looking for your little cousin. Roxy said she went and asked the man from the military, are y'all looking for a 13-year-old girl? Huh? The military? But you orchestrated a whole search party that the police asked you not to do. Then you said in a different interview that you introduced this man. Listen to me, y'all. Listen to me now. This motherfucker said, let me find my blunt on, man. Let me find my motherfucking blunt on. Because one thing about Spark, I don't take shit down. I don't take shit down, but I'm finna take Roxy down. Roxy, you going down, baby. And you know I know what's going on. Listen to me, guy. They said, listen, don't help her, all right? Roxy, when I start there, y'all, Roxy, right? The daddy come up to see. Oh, Roxy asked them folks, are y'all looking for a 13-year-old? Then in another thing, she said that she introduced herself to these people. Y'all remember that? She said, I introduced myself to them. I'm going to play it for y'all. This motherfucker turned around and said, a motherfucker from the police, the search team with some, came up to her and said, hey, I saw a girl leave here really fast and say she was Naziah's sister. She said she followed the lead that they gave her and it led back to a net house. What? Huh? Wait a minute. A motherfucker out here, part of the search team, pulled Roxy to the side and said, a girl came by and, oh, no. I ain't even finished the sentence. A girl came by and told them she was Naziah's sister and she talked to Naziayh, and Naziayh is doing good. Roxy said that somebody out there, part of the police search team, told her this. This is what she said. They told you this, and you followed the lead, and it led you back to a net house? You the same one. Okay, let me ask y'all this. Okay, so it led her back to a net house, right? This motherfucker Mark D said that him and Roxy and them was looking for Naziayh. They was going and looking. This motherfucker said they was knocking on doors, looking in houses. Who allowed you to knock on their door and look in their house without a search warrant, first of all? Second of all, this nigga said they walked up on a house that did not have a door. They walked in that motherfucker, found 3 pow-pows, a rifle and 2 handies, and he said it turned out to be the home of a missing veteran. Do y'all remember this? Mark D said this. Mark D said him, Roxy, and whoever was looking for Naziayh found a house that had no door on it. They walked in the motherfucker. Found 3 goddamn guns. Nobody in the house. Turns out the house belonged to a missing vet. Are y'all still not picking up what I'm laying down? How did you walk into a house? How did you find a house with no front door and belong to a missing vet? Okay, whatever. Yeah, they don't want to talk about this part, but whatever. Give it to them, right? You go, you do all that. Ain't no dough. You find that, right? Smooth. My question is this. When y'all went in that house and y'all found them firearms, did y'all call the police then? Did y'all call the police when y'all went in there and found 3 firearms in the house with no door? Or did you, what the fuck are you talking about? First of all, as a nigga in the street, if I went in the house and found 3 firearms, I'm getting the fuck out of there. Oh! I'm not calling the police. I'm gonna keep this shit. Hey, ain't nobody here? All right, boom, I'm gone. I definitely wouldn't come on the internet and say the shit happened, stupid. Okay, that's the first thing you should pay attention to. After that happened, whenever this happened, what's that name? Roxy said she asked these people, have y'all searched over here? Why you asked them that? Because she knew she could go and plant them clothes. Mind you, Naziayh wasn't wearing that shit. So here's the thing. Why would they find NaziayhHarris? I'm finna fuck y'all up with it. Why would they find NaziayhHarris clothes and shoes and black hoodie? Mind you, they fucked up with the black hoodie because Annette testified that it was a blue hoodie. First of all, Annette testified it was a blue hoodie, powder blue jeans, and a shirt, shit like that, right? Why would those clothes even be out? Ain't nobody out there. You said there's a lot of trash. There's a lot. This is what Roxy said. There's a lot of trash. There's a lot of clothes. I didn't know the clothes I happened to pick up. Well, bitch, they were. They were Naziayh's clothes. And according to the DNA or something like that, it was Naziayh's shit that you picked up and put in the black bag. After your mama said, she told you, she said y'all found the stuff, and she said don't touch it, call the police. I got you on video saying you picked the shit up and put it in the black bag. Do you want to see it?
Breathe, she down there by the okay. Breathe, she down there by the okay. Yeah, I found it, y'all. I'm gonna take it to the police station. There you go. Yes, I do, Dorina. Let me get off live. God damn! I didn't touch it. Nothing. I put it in the bag. Everybody saw it. I put it in the bag. And I don't know if it's evidence. It's a teller, and I'm taking it to the police station. So I ain't got nothing to do with this. I ain't got something to do with somebody. Because it's supposed to be on somebody's body. On that note, I'm gone. Bye.
I'm trying to figure out. We just saw, there's a video of her on live when she found the clothes and put the clothes in the black bag. Her mama said she told her not to touch the clothes. They called the police. What the fuck? When you touch them clothes and put it in that black bag, you tampering with evidence. Lock this bitch up tonight. Hello. Because they asked you to not take your motherfucking ass out there. You said you put it in. You said in the video, I put it again, that you're finna take it to the police. When did you call the police? You was on live the whole time. I didn't hear no 911 call. Did y'all? I heard her say, "Let me get off live." It's not looking good, shawty. And I'm not done. I've got a video I want to play for y'all that I took time to make. And that's why I said I'm going to go live. I said I'm going to just go live and break it down to y'all. Check this video out, y'all.
Roxy started exploiting the kids. Then the police told her to stand down because she was taking all the motherfucking evidence. That's why they stopped the searches, because they didn't want any potential evidence being tainted. Roxy would not stop. She would not stop. She started going to motherfuckers' house. They got shit to do with shit, tainting evidence, to where the police had to go to where she was and force her to fucking leave. Because why are you here when they already got Jarvis as a goddamn suspect? They never did shit that made sense. Never. So this ain't about a beef. You keep making it like it's drama. This ain't no fucking drama. This is passion for some children that got two family members that rather make bank than fight for kids. They ain't said nothing to nobody about what they doing wrong to some kids, but they willing just to be liked to sit on every fucking platform because this is what they do. Scam shit.
So I got word from someone that the police wanted us to, in fact, call off our search, and they did not want us walking around the neighborhood because we were, we were compromising the investigation.
Walking around the neighborhood.
Just clear something
up. What neighborhood?
Is Roxy the one that found the jumpsuit in the gym shoes?
All I'm saying is we got a picture stamp date when we found that shit. We got a picture. We took a picture. I told her don't touch nothing. I said because them shoes got blood on it. Don't touch nothing.
So y'all are the ones that found it.
Oh yeah, we found. If you hear the man on the stand, he said a 911 call came in and said things had been found. And as I said 10 times before, they said they was not looking for that.
We were compromising the investigation.
I told her don't touch nothing. I said because them shoes got blood on it. Don't touch nothing.
I put it in the bag. Everybody saw it. I put it in the bag. And I don't know if it's evidence. It's a teller, and I'm taking it to the police station. So I ain't got nothing to do with this. I ain't got something to do with somebody. Because it's supposed to be on somebody's body.
Y'all heard her, right? She said everybody saw me. She said I put it in the bag. Everybody saw me. I'm going to take it to the police station so they don't think I have nothing to do with Naziayh. Did y'all just hear it? Did y'all not just hear? I just played it for y'all. What's that lady name? Roxy said she picked them clothes up, put them in that black bag, and took them to the police after they asked you not to get involved. You went out here, after we asked you not to get involved, you went out here and found bloody clothing. You went out here and found clothing that went back to sweat out of a shoe. Roxy. Isn't Roxy the same one, again, like I told y'all, said that Naziayh went in that hotel with Jarvis and didn't come out? Roxy is the same one that went to, look, okay, back to what I was telling y'all about her working for Mark D. That's that Myredo. Now she's working for them. She feels like she's part of a family. She's doing podcasts and they're solving the case and shit like that, right? why do you think, or how do you think, both, Roxy is the one that brought, I think his name was Dre. You could tell something wrong with him. And Shannon them was in the back room. This nigga Mark came to these people's house and got an AR-15 out of his trunk and went up to the door with Roxy as if she's big shit. Is this not illegal? I'm just asking because maybe the law has changed since I've done shit. But she and then goes into the house. These motherfuckers sat down at the table in the front and had a whole interview, and then walked to the back of the house where Shannon them was at, dog type shit. Roxy told this man where they were at to get clicks, likes, and views, and feel like she really finding people. She went and found Naziayh mama. Like, you never found her before. Why you want to find her now? Hello. It's me. Hello. Roxy, I want you to explain something to me. Matter of fact. I ain't gonna go there yet. But you gotta explain something to me, Roxy.
Trickled down to the investigation and the fact that the police did not come in a timely manner when they were alerted that they may have found something belonging to the missing girl.
Did you find the clothes? Because I know that you or your mother said that you guys were the one who found the clothes that I guess Naziayh had. And I wanted to clarify that as well.
When they were over there searching, I did not know the area that I was in. I was trying to get over there to the church. They were over there searching over there by the church. I saw the military people and the divers on the bridge because somebody contacted me and said, hey, I think they're over here looking for your cousin. There is a street that you go down. I guess it's an old golf course or something like that. I put it in my GPS. That's the way my GPS took me. The road that I was going down, which was Berg, which was the opposite way from them, I started looking over there. I stopped the military and asked them. I said, are y'all looking for a 13-year-old girl? They said, yes. I went and asked the divers, had they searched in the area or what have you that I was in. They was like, no. The area that I was in, you driving down the road, it's bags of trash, it's clothes, it's all kind of stuff. We were looking through all of that stuff. I did not know that was Naziayh's stuff. I mean, what was the stuff there? Yes. Did I touch it? No. I did not know that was her stuff.
What was the reason for y'all saying there's no need to search for her anymore?
Because that is what the police told me.
If you did discover the clothes or whatever like that, as the lady discovered the ID, why aren't you like in the trial? Why aren't you included in the...
Because the police didn't want to come over there and get it. When I called the police, because it would look like it was teenage clothes, I did not know that was her stuff. I did not know that was her stuff. I called the police and said, hey, there's some shoes over here, there's some clothes over here that looks like, it could be of a young girl stature considering the fact of how small Naziayh was. So when I called the police, they asked me what was
listen to the 911 call though, y'all.
About the clothes.
She said it looked like Naziayh's stuff.
Over there. It's clothes still over there right now if you go look. But there's shoes over there and they were talking about a Nike shoe. I called the police. I told the police, I said, hey, there's clothes over here, there's shoes over here that look like, it's a small statue of a teen girl or what have you. They said they were going to come over there. They never came over there. I waited over there for 2 hours. I even called Mark over there to see if Mark could get the police over there because he was live. He called the police.
Situation about some shoes that came about, right? Well, there was an investigation going on by a church. Remember, there was like 9 different precincts investigating by the church. Well, I was live on the scene that day, and there was a lot of information being said on my live. They told me to shut my live down and go live somewhere else, right? Because the information being shut, right? So I went live to somewhere else was across the street. Me and Roxy went live and we found a pair of shoes, right? So we went live on a pair of shoes, and then the police called me back and said, hey, well, where are those shoes at? What's going on with the shoes? I said, well, we're right across the street. So they said, where you at? So we waited there for an hour waiting for them to pull up. They didn't show up. Long story short, they went and recovered the shoes, and I found out, I got intel about 2.5 months later, they did an investigation on the shoes, a DNA test on the sweat, and they found out that those were actually her shoes after they did a DNA test on the sweat from the shoes, right?
Detective literally said in the thing on the stand.
I thought they found out that the shoe was hers because Vari said that they was hers.
Come over there because that wasn't the shoe or the description that they were looking for.
I'm on Roxy ass tonight. Roxy, it ain't nothing you can do to get out of here.
Then it wasn't until another
I got you in the blick, Rock.
That nobody stood up to except for me, and he was using Ziyah to get community service hours because he was on probation. So I had to fight that battle by myself to let him know that he wasn't going to use my family member for his community service hours. He was making a big fuss about the shoe because apparently he got in contact with Vari, and Vari verified that was her shoe and sent her a picture. Then that's when the police went over there and got it. But when the police was initially contacted,
hold on,
they said
the police went over there and got it. You said you was taking it to the police. Went over where and got it. Went where and got what, motherfucker?
And I was over there for 3 hours waiting for them, still searching, but waiting for them. And they never showed up.
But the white man in the preliminary hearing said that they were searching and he came across.
Hold on. They went where and got it? You said on the video you were taking it to the police. They went over there and got it. Went over where? Went over where, ma'am? You put the fucking... Let me get back to this part, y'all. Let me get back to this part. That onesie that she found, that pink stuff she found. Because she said, this looks to be the size of that of a teenager. Not a pregnant teenager. Quite surely a pregnant teenager, NaziayhHarris at 4 months pregnant couldn't wear that. Hello, it's me. Could NaziayhHarris possibly have worn that pink outfit pregnant? I'm just asking. VAR verified. See, they tried to say, I don't know, this is what I'm saying. They said that they knew that was Naziah's stuff because Vari was supposed to have said, yes, he know them shoes or something like that. Vari confirmed the shoes had nothing to do. Yeah, no, what I'm saying is, yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, K-Time. I'm with you, baby. He got dang with Poe. They trying to, this man who is the pedophile. Oh, I can't say that. That man who is supposed to be the daddy, NaziayhHarris' daddy became unalive, y'all. He passed away dealing with these folks. His right hand man, his friend, that man, Marquise Bell or whoever, who was out there with Roxy, that's who he talking about. Oh, it was 2 months later that I found out it was NaziayhHarris stuff. 2 months later? What are you talking about? Roxy said first of all, I don't trust this type of stuff in a person like Roxy's hand. I'm sorry. A pink onesie, shoes, DNA, things like that, and you took it to the police? I'm a nigga that's in the streets, man. You took this to the police. Listen to me. Your mama said she told you to dial, y'all call 911. She told you not to touch it. You on live with the bag in your hand said, everybody saw me touch it. You said everybody saw me touch it. Mark D, that nigga that just knows shouted your mama. And whoever else was out there with y'all saw you do it. Why you think, y'all know why Kiwana ain't on the stand? I mean, I'm sorry. God dang, I'm sorry. Y'all know why Roxy ain't on the stand yet? Because she's a sus. She's going to be locked the fuck up. Roxy going to jail, especially when I'm done with her motherfucking ass. You lying piece of shit.
Down there by the Breeze, she down there by the okay. Breeze, she down there by the okay. Yeah,
What is this?
I'm gonna take it to the
She's walking with the black bag in her hand. That's evidence in that bag.
Yes, I do,
That's
Dorina.
moving evidence. That's temple.
Let me get off
That's
live.
temple.
God damn!
When did you call 911? You on live the whole time.
I didn't touch it. Nothing. I put it in the bag. Which right? Everybody saw it. I put it in the bag.
Everybody saw me. I put it in the bag.
It's a tether, and I'm gonna take it to the police station. So I ain't got nothing to do with this. I ain't got something to do with somebody, because it's supposed to be on somebody's body. On that note, I'm gone. Bye. Breeze, she down there by the okay.
How did you find this? How did you find this?
Yeah, I found it.
Roxy started exploiting the kids. Then the police told her to stand down because she was taking all the motherfucking evidence. That's why they stopped the searches, because they didn't want any potential evidence being taken. Roxy would not stop. She would not stop. She started going to motherfuckers' house. They got shit to do with shit, taking evidence to where the police.
And see, this is what Kiwana is telling y'all, man. Shouts out to Kiwana. I rock Kiwana, man. She a real now. And y'all know folk nothing but the real. That's why y'all don't see me get involved in the drama shit, the family drama shit. Kiwana a real one, and she telling nigga what really going on, gang. And this the truth. This the truth, y'all. Listen to Kiwana, y'all. She putting y'all up on game. She putting us up on game, y'all. These people, Roxy and them is lying, y'all. Roxy and her mama drive trucks for a reason. Roxy tried to lead us to believe that she was married to a man and sold their house and moved to Texas, when the whole time she was trafficking between Ohio, Detroit, and Texas. That's like the pipeline for the sex trafficking. Why y'all think if you go on her page right now, she got that thing up for human whatever month? Go look at her. And they hide it behind that purple heart sheet. You feel me? This is straight up. They try to hide behind whoop whoop. Roxy is a very, very, very conniving type of person. And the whole family fucked up. You feel me? The whole family fucked up. They all doing shit. They all got shit going on. But they try to hide it behind my mama, papa, papa, mamas, and all that shit. And nobody want to take accountability and say, hey, this is what's going on. Now, Kiwana and Janelle know stepped up and said, woo. But here's the thing. You got a person like Janelle who got a career, who got things to lose, and like, man, they done threaten this later. But is Janelle a witness? See, the things that people say and the things that the divers was sent in by the governor for Naziayh. Okay, what's a lie? Hold on. Hold on. Let me Kiwana can Kiwana can come up and get in. I don't know how I do this shit though. Hold on. Oh wait, this how I do it right here. Invite guest. Copy. But yeah, man. I'm not that I ain't that. But yeah. Um, Here's the thing though, but getting back on track, child. I know how people feel and I know how people are looking at it, but because of the simple fact that there's really no evidence. It's that, hey, what's up, child? You hold on, I think you're on here. Can you hear me? But yeah, keep on.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. How you doing?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. You can't hear me?
I'm gonna drop down and come back up. Some
Okay, come right
what's the
back up. I
connection?
don't know why you can't hear me.
There we go. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay, good. Yeah, I was just trying to say that you were absolutely correct. The governor sent in 12 different dive teams for NaziayhHarris. They were not out there for no other child. I'm not sure where that information came from, but it's incorrect. So you were right.
I had time I do not disturb. My bad. I'm sorry about that. Can you hear me? Okay, my bad. Can you hear me? Come on. Okay, which one you gonna go? This one?
I can hear you. I don't know why.
Hey, is this one better?
Let me try to drop back down. I'm gonna drop back down and try it
I can hear
again.
you
It's
now.
probably
Is
our
this one good?
connection.
Okay.
Hold on.
Hold on. Jet, I Kiwana, Jet hit the thing, come back up. I'm right here. Can y'all hear me good? Cause Kiwana, man, shout out. Kiwana is cool. She got dang rock with me and everything like that, y'all. We not here to play no games. We're not here to play no game. And y'all know I have a real conversation. Shouts out to people that try to, you know what I'm saying? Woo woo. But right now we finna talk because I ain't lost. I ain't lost. Kiwana, pull up on me when you get a chance. I'm finna hold up.
Roxy started exploiting the kids. Then the police told her to stand down because she was taking all the motherfucking evidence. That's why they stopped the searches, because they didn't want any potential evidence being tainted. Roxy would not.
Hey, can you hear me? You got your mic muted. There you go. I can hear you now. You ready? Kiwana, you got your mic muted. Say something. I can't hear you. Dang. Your mic, well, I don't know. Hold on. I don't know, so. But yeah. So look, we trying to get you on to come up and get name. We can break it down for. But look, my whole thing is this. Hold on, y'all. Check this out. Y'all gotta really listen to it. Y'all really gotta know what's going on. Roxy is tampering with evidence. Roxy is tampering with witnesses. Roxy done went to these people's house with Mark D, who she working for, who she gave the drop to these people on. What's her name? Shannon and Marquita and them, whatever. They at the house with kids. Let me ask y'all this. Why do y'all think when Kiwana be busting them down, right? Kiwana say this. Hello? Kiwana, I don't know why. Can't say something. It's not like I can't
Okay,
hear
can you
you
hear
at
me
all.
now? How about now? Can you hear me?
Can y'all hear Kiwana? Kiwana, I can't hear you. Refresh your thing. Maybe. I don't know really. But look, y'all. It's just that in life, especially with the internet, y'all, especially with the internet, We're easily distracted. Okay. I don't know why Kiwana thing isn't working. Kiwana, I don't know. Just reset your whole thing and then try it again. I don't know. I really don't know why it's doing it. But look, in life, I forgot where I was going with that. But getting back to the goddamn point, Charlie. Oh, we get distracted. People send what you call plays. Okay. But sometimes, you know, in life, when you deal with like serial people and things of that nature, like people that throw it off, they leave clues. They do certain things because they want to get caught. You feel me? And if y'all pay attention to Roxy, Roxy be leaving clues. Roxy be playing in y'all face, shawty. Roxy sat there and played in y'all face and found clothes. Listen, she just said that there was a lot of clothes out there. There was a lot of shoes. There was a lot of things out there. Out of all of the things that's out there, clothes, shoes, belts, whatever you found out there, the stuff that you just so happened to pick up, put in a, you called the police. First of all, why did you call the police specifically pertaining to these articles of clothing? Why? If there was so many clothes out there, why did you call the police for these particular set of clothing that just so happened to be connected to NaziayhHarris? Like, there's no way to prove, there's no way to explain this. This is why the police asked you to stop. The police is like, ma'am, listen, we can convict Jarvis. We can do us. But if you keep doing this, you're going to cost her family their justice. Just stop. We don't need you to do this, ma'am. And just as much as they asked her not to do that, it's just as much as she got a thrill off of doing it. That is how you catch a murderer. Hello. See, I'm not coming here to talk to y'all about what y'all want to hear about. I'm coming to tell y'all the truth. Roxy is suspicious as hell. Roxy is the only one that made money off of this whole thing. Her mama ain't even make no money. I don't care if her mama raised her or not. Y'all see how allegedly down bad she is? Roxy went and found her mama. Mark D found her mama, but didn't help her. Probably got her something to eat that day. But y'all didn't help that lady. Use her daughter's name to this day, Roxy. You could have sold, and I'm gonna tell you something. Roxy ain't, man, you took no people money. You ain't sold no mug. Where the fuck you get a mug from? A mug? You know what? I'm gonna sell your mug shot. You and your mama. Cause your mama raping bitches. Women, I'm sorry, y'all. Raping motherfuckers. Your mama raping, eating pussy. That's why you eating pussy. Hello? How your mama gonna put you out for eating pussy and she eating pussy? It's me. Hello? A lot of pussy eating going on in UK. Y'all like these little pussy in Detroit. Why? That like they said that like oh, that ain't pussy. Roxy just fuck in it. They say right. I don't. You know what? I ain't gonna say none of that. But Roxy did say, "No, I'm not married to a whole woman." That's why I say y'all gotta listen to her. Y'all gotta listen to her. She been telling y'all for the longest she was married to a woman, and they traffic children allegedly. Hello, it's me. Hello. Look, Anytime you can find articles of clothing with a shoe, motherfucker found this shit with a shoe. Look, y'all remember that girl, Mimi? We're gonna keep it moving. Y'all remember that girl, Mimi? This motherfucker went in. She went to jail behind this. They all in they all went and broke in some shit. Went and broke in some, and then allegedly you broke in the wrong shit. Went to jail. The internet sat there, got click, likes, and views, and watched your stupid ass go in front of the judge and whatever. I can't remember if she got a bond or not. You got locked up, stupid. That was stupid. Why would you beat that bitch up? Beat her ass. Then this bitch gonna say she found some tampons and shit. And listen to me, y'all. This the same motherfucker, Mimi, that said Roxy pulled up on her with a fucking shovel. Y'all remember that? She said Roxy pulled up with 2 shovels. I'm calling 911. This bitch got 2 shovels. And I don't even, what are you doing here? Whoa. Roxy got 2. Did y'all test them shovels for forensics? Cause that's what she said. She didn't even know Roxy was finna pull up on her. Roxy pulled up on that bitch. Hey. Hey. What you want? What you know? Bitch, how you know I'm here? You was on live. I got like 2 viewers, bitch. You watching me? You showing up with 2 shovels? All right, okay, all right, cool. Roxy, the only one. Roxy, you made that. I don't care. And this is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling y'all this for real. I'm a real street nigga, dog. I'm telling you, straight up. I'm telling you for real. That's why I can tell y'all this. She took that GoFundMe money. She had every intentions on taking that shit. I would. Oh, how do you tell somebody you gonna sell them a coffee mug? Bitch, you can't spell coffee. How you gonna sell me a coffee mug? Is this through Amazon or eBay? You trying to sell me this shit on Wish.com, and everybody know what's on Wish.com. Children. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? They did a whole investigation and they was on Wish.com selling children. I want to show y'all the picture of Roxy. Look, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Kiwana, I'm sorry, but I'm going to show this goddamn picture. I'm going to start with this one. Look at this bitch. She is complimenting her own demise. Y'all hit don't like. But look at it. Roxy thought it was funny, but she sat up there and she just blessed herself with these goddamn them jail ball behind them. Cause you going to jail, bitch. When I get done with you, you going to jail. I got evidence. I got it. For real. Roxy know where NaziayhHarris is at. Okay, so let's get back to the point. Roxy supposed to sold her house a little bit before Naziah go missing, right? Jarvis told y'all, this straight up. Jarvis told y'all when he talked to the motherfuckers in the interrogation room, he ain't seen Naziah for 2 days. Let's keep that in mind. I ain't seen her for 2 days. The last time I seen her, he said she was getting her hair done and Annette was doing her hair. Why Annette never told her she was doing her hair? Jarvis said this in the interrogation room. Naziah was getting her hair done in the long braids. She ain't gonna miss it when they said, we got to ask these people, when was the last time NaziayhHarris was seen at school? Documented. Because mind you, Annette didn't go to the school. Annette said every morning they got up 8. I mean, she didn't say 8. They got up, got dressed, they prayed. She took them to school. 7:30. She did that every morning. That next morning, they said, did you do the same thing? She said, yes. You got up and did the same thing the next morning, knowing your child, knowing Naziah wasn't at home. You got up and did the same thing. That's what you teach in the streets. Don't change nothing about what you do. Do the same routine. It's called routine. I'm talking to y'all from the streets, man. I'm talking to y'all for what's going on. Annette testified that she got up the next day and did the same routine, knowing that baby ain't come home. Oh, y'all, I'm cooking tonight, baby. I don't show up just to show up. I don't show up just to show up. I don't show up just to show up. I show up to show the fuck out.
Trickled down to the investigation and the fact that the police did not come in a timely manner when they were alerted that they may have found something belonging to the missing girl.
Did you find the clothes? Because I know that you or your mother said that you guys were the one who found the clothes that I guess Naziayh had. And I wanted to clarify that as well.
When they were over there searching, I did not know the area that I was in. I was trying to get over there to the church. They were over there searching over there by the church. I saw the military people and the divers on the bridge because somebody contacted me and said, hey, I think they're over here looking for your cousin. There is a street that you go down. I guess it's an old golf course or something like that. I put it in my GPS. That's the way my GPS took me. The road that I was going down, which was Berg, which was the opposite way from them, I started looking over there. I stopped the military and asked them. I said, are y'all looking for a 13-year-old girl? They said, yes. I went and asked the divers, had they searched in the area or what have you that I was in. They was like, no. The area that I was in, you driving down the road, is bad.
How the fuck would you not know if they searched the area you was in if you been out there with the search? You asked them that so you would make sure that it was okay for you to act like you found the... Why do you think she found these clothes where they had searched at? After she asked them, have y'all searched over here? No? Hey, we gonna go hide the clothes over here. You ain't gotta be the smartest man in the world to understand what's going on. Every time it was a search, we knew. Every time. She just said that in one instance, she said that somebody called her and told her, Mark, these motherfucker, from my understanding, they called y'all and told y'all not to do the search. So how the fuck you didn't know a search was going on when they asked y'all not to search? Man, stop playing with me, Roxy. Roxy, pull up. You remember? Roxy, pull up. Why Roxy don't pull up? Oh, my God. Roxy, pull up. Roxy ain't gonna pull up and talk that shit with me because she know I know a lot of shit. Roxy know I know a lot. Kenya and one on can pull up. I know what I know. Now, I ain't disrespectful, but see, that's the thing. People don't come talk that shit to Star because they know Star goddamn be on point. Star be on point with it, and I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. Nope, not me. Roxy is a suspect. The police, if y'all pay attention, okay, let me ask you this. If Kiwana or Janelle was to go to the police, well, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. But what I want to say is, I put it like this. Kiwana and Janelle have a better chance of going to the police and being heard than Roxy and Kenya. Kenya, this lady sat up here and said that Kenya did something to her, and y'all want to try to laugh it off like it's funny. It's not funny. Anytime a person come publicly and say, shout it, if that's okay, you saying, what's her name? Kenya, you trying to say why you don't, and I'm get back to the point of everything, y'all. Kenya try to say to this lady, if that's true, why you don't go to the police and file a report? If it's not true, why you don't file a lawsuit? Why you ain't filed a lawsuit and defended yourself through legal representation? If it's not true. If it's not true. Ain't a motherfucker finna come up here and say I goddamn did a motherfucking hell no. Hell no, nigga. We gonna get it handled right then. Why you ain't filed a lawsuit or a criminal trial, or why you ain't did that? Now look, Roxy is constantly tampering with witness, tampering with evidence. She took these folks' money off of GoFundMe's. She lied and told Vari, mind y'all, she lied and told Vari she was gonna break them off. Get what? Although Vari asked for the money or brought the money situation, I can't go into how they had an understanding or what understanding they had. But you didn't even care enough to get this nigga a little something. Even if you the big dog in the game, you probably say, hey, here goes some. Listen, gang, if I made 20K, give him 5. Even if you gonna be woo woo, you could have gave him 5. But you ain't solid, shouty. You conniving. Roxy is conniving. And people like that don't last long, shouty. You a truck driver. Your mama a truck driver. You tried to make it seem like you were married to a man happy in Texas when the whole time you were chasing an adolescent out of the military that worked for the police department. Yeah, Kenya lied. Kenya absolutely lied. If he cleared her name, she would give him some. Yeah, I remember you said that. If he would clear her name, she was gonna break him out. He cleared her name, and then you, like you said, she played him. She played him to the left. She didn't get that little brother nothing. Only exploited him. And I'm telling y'all something, y'all. I told y'all I graduated. We got a degree in this shit. Why people been sitting up here playing? But one of the reasons why law enforcement and government stuff like that don't put out information is because the victims, they don't want the victims to have to go back through. It's traumatizing. Janiyah is a little girl. That's the things that Kiwana be telling y'all. See, these are children who are having to sometimes things happen in life and you like, I'm gonna just put it out my mind. When people get assaulted, or even if you get beat up young, some things you just want to put out your mind and say, hey, and that's hard to do. Some people can do it, some can't. Some take some take their own, do their own unaliving because they can't forget the pain. See what I'm saying? So when people on YouTube, and I'm finna get in their ass right now, when you motherfuckers get on here, I don't give a fuck. When y'all get on here and y'all bringing up these kids' names, y'all reading transcripts and y'all putting these people information out there and y'all doing all this shit for clicks, likes, and views, because other than that, you wouldn't be worth shit. If it wasn't for you exploiting families and talking about families and doing things that ain't got nothing to do with you, none of this has nothing to do with your life. Some of you people done stress it out so bad that you don't put yourself in the hospital. Oh, you don't think I know? Some of y'all have done things that isn't boiled down to where your relationship and marriages have flopped, fell apart. Some of y'all have been so caught up in the lies and the motherfucking perceptions and the narratives that you can't even see the forest for the trees. Let that sink in. And what I'm saying is, y'all putting this stuff out here on these kids, man, And that's the whole thing. They are having, Janiyah is maybe 9 years old. Now y'all bringing her into a trial and implicating her in things. Vari, that fat face bitch, Miss Parker, fucking with that lame ass nigga. You set up here and put this man information out there. I don't give a fuck how you got or how the fuck it happened. You involved. You're involved. I would never be involved in no shit like that. You feel me? And that's boiling down to people wanting clicks, likes, and views. Now you're gonna find yourself involved in some stuff like that. Where now this young brother gotta relive the things that he tried to forget because he's seen it time and time again. He tried to move and get the fuck away from that situation. And out of all of the things he's been through, you content creators, you bloggers, you YouTubers, brought him back to that very thing that he tried to escape. Had escaped. Had escaped. Y'all brought him back to it. Y'all brought Janiyah back to things that she tried to forget. She was younger. I mean, not that it would ever help, but she was young enough to probably she been through some like counseling and stuff. Think about it like that. When people go through counseling for years, for you YouTubers to come along and just like mess up everything that they've been through, everything that they learned, everything that they tried to cope with because y'all want a fucking story. And don't none of y'all know nothing about Naziayh. Not one of you motherfuckers ever met NaziayhHarris. Show me a content creator talking about NaziayhHarris that met her, that told her happy birthday, that gave her a song for Christmas. Not name one of you motherfuckers. But you got so much to say. You got so much to argue about. They run from their own unresolved problem. He was messed up in the head. He would, you feel me? She wanted to torment him, and that's what she did. Roxy is that type of person. She's a manipulator. She's an abuser. And if you can send P. Diddy to jail for it, you can send Roxy Rocks to jail for it. And Kenya goddamn Win, or whatever the fuck her last name is, whoever she got her damn head, you can send her too. And I still want to know why Roxy don't refer to her mama as mama. Why do you call your mama by her name? Why is there so much urge to separate who you are? I mean, I get it. No, I don't get it. I really don't fucking get it. It is diabolical. And I'm getting back to the point. Roxy, you lied and said that NaziayhHarris went in that hotel and didn't come out. You said she went in the hotel with Jarvis and she didn't come out. And to this day, we ain't seen that video you talking about. We ain't have no proof of that. You found these clothes. That pink onesie that you found could not possibly have fit NaziayhHarris, and she was supposed to have been 4 months pregnant. I have a picture. I don't want to show the picture because it got kids in it, but the picture was already out. But I want to show y'all the picture because I want y'all to see what's in the picture. I want y'all to see what's in the goddamn picture, shout out. And I don't even know if I got it up there, shout out, but I want y'all to understand some shout out. Is it this one? I want y'all to see something, shout out. And if you look real close, and I put a picture up, if you look real close, you see Roxy with a bunch of kids. Barb, no, what y'all gonna goddamn understand here? Roxy. Roxy has antifreeze, coolant, what it look like, and the yellow thing sitting behind the kids that's on a basement floor on a mattress. A basement floor on a mattress. taking a picture. For what? It ain't Thanksgiving. It ain't Christmas. It ain't Easter. It ain't Valentine's Day. What the fuck is you in the basement with all these kids for taking a picture and there's a thing of antifreeze right there behind? I'm just asking. I ain't the smartest man in the world, but I'm just asking questions. See, Roxy keep doing shit that people, and I'm sorry that I did. I just put it up real quick, but goddamn, it's that this shit is already out there. People just ain't did their research. People, I got it like that because goddamn it, I did my research. So it ain't nothing that goddamn it I made up. It ain't nothing that's hidden. If people just really look and pay attention, it's right there in their face. I didn't make this shit up. It was right there in my face. That's why I was able to show it to them. It was right there in my face. But people not paying attention to the shit that's right there in their face. Roxy has been doing this shit for years. Roxy has been listen to me. Why do Roxy keep being a factor? She has no business here. When we heard Naziah daddy tell her, I don't know you, she tried to ask this man, do you just stop by and see her? Motherfucker, you ain't seen Naziah since she was 2, 3, 4 years old. What are you to ask her? Who are you to question her dad? Her mom not question. Why you gonna question her mama like that? Y'all found her mama. You found her mama. You took her to Mark D. You took NaziayhHarris' mama to Mark D like he was the fucking feds. If Roxy don't find the clothes, the state has no clothes. Right, right. If Roxy had not, and guess what now? And the other evidence that come from the text messages and things like that, they got from Shannon. Shannon. Let me see. Do I got it? Do I have it? Let me see real quick. And this just need me seeing if I got it. Is it this one? It is that one. Look at this now. I want y'all to pay very close attention to this picture. You got Shannon, Lady, Annette, Roxy, Marquita, all in one picture. Why is Roxy always there? Look at this. This is at the graduation in 2011. Graduation. This is the same lady, Roxy, that went to these people's house with an AR-15 with Mark. Y'all see how conniving she is. The same people you got your arms wrapped around you in the backyard at a graduation party, you went to their house with kids with an AR-15 because you had started working for Mark. Is that what happened? The same person that you was with when you found these clothes, shawty, you at the family function with these folks, Roxy. This 2011, y'all. Keep up with me, y'all. Y'all ready for this? 2011. NaziayhHarris was born in 2012. NaziayhHarris was born September 2012. What's his name? Jarvis got 5 kids with Shannon, who is right here in this picture, with Roxy and Naziah mama. I ain't gonna say it, but if y'all know what I'm saying, y'all picking it up. You're looking at it. You're looking at it. 2010. Wait, Naziah was born in 2012. Naziah was born in 2012. Mm-mm. Yeah, Naziah, what year was Naziah born? Was it 2012? I think she was born in 2012. I think it was September 2012. Mine either. Nobody in the family is innocent. Jarvis got a possibility to beat this case because the family has made it so much woo-woo. They done made it so fucked up that Jarvis really sent back like, I told y'all I ain't seen her since 2 days before. You ain't got nobody that can say they seen. Listen to me, y'all. The sister testified that she saw NaziayhHarris with Jarvis that day getting out the truck. But mind y'all, one of the main things she said on the thing was she never saw the person's face. She never saw their face. You didn't testify that the person was pregnant. She couldn't even tell you what part of the car the girl got out of. Do y'all really think, let's go back to the courtroom. Do y'all really think the state finna come in there and put these idiots back on the stand? Let's just be honest. When the state did this at the preliminary, you know why a lot of people didn't testify at the preliminary? Because the other people that they got that's gonna testify is gonna help Jarvis. The preliminary is for the state to introduce their people. Everybody the state put on there from Annette to Shannon to the Islandi lady to King to goddamn Jarvis' sister, none of them had the same story. None of them had the same story. I'm telling y'all the truth, shout. This lady reported NaziayhHarris missing at the school on January the 10th after 11 o'clock because the man testified and said it was between 11 and 12 that he talked to Annette. Mind you, Annette said she got up and did the same routine that she do every morning. They leave the house at whatever, 7 something. She dropped the kids off at 7:30, including Naziah. So when it came time for you to drop Naziah off at 7:30, why you went in there talking to him then? After you dropped them kids off that morning, where did you go until 11 o'clock? Which is when you showed up at the school and talked to the school officer because the school said, now, wait right here. We gonna call the police to your ass because we ain't seen this little girl in a minute. It ain't she just didn't come yesterday. We ain't seen NaziayhHarris in a minute. Matter of fact, we sent you notification that we have not seen her in a minute, which is why you showed your ass up at the school. Hello, after Jarvis went to court on the 9th. You telling me Jarvis riding around in Islandi? This lady said NaziayhHarris sat on her couch in Islandi. She didn't say NaziayhHarris was pregnant. Hello. Hello. She didn't say NaziayhHarris was pregnant because a 40-year-old man with a 13-year-old pregnant girl would definitely be goddamn suspicious. Oh! She didn't say she was pregnant. King didn't say she was pregnant. He said they picked her walking down the street. That's my knee. We picked her. Da, da, da. He never one time said she looked pregnant. Even Roxy won't say she was pregnant. Hello. When Roxy was at that goddamn house arguing with Shannon, Shannon told her then. No, matter of fact, Roxy was talking to somebody and she said they got it mixed up. Why? She said they got it mixed up. They was talking about Shannon being pregnant and people thought they was talking about Naziah. That's what Roxy said. Hello. It's me. Hello. See, that's why I be telling y'all, when y'all pull up on Star, when y'all pull up on One Life, no, we talking for real. King never said she looked pregnant. Even the lunch lady, nobody said she looked pregnant. And I'm going to tell y'all how Jarvis going to beat it. Everybody that Jarvis, them attorney, going to put up there is going to testify to Naziah said she was going to run away. Hello, it's me. Those people are going to testify and say, like the cafeteria lady, the friends, the investigator who got up there said he never talked to none of the teachers. The people that talk to the teachers is going to tell you, we ain't seen that little girl in a minute. Now, mind you, Annette testified that she dropped NaziayhHarris off at school every morning. She said Naziah didn't come home. She said Naziah get home by 3 o'clock, 3:05 at the latest. She said Naziah didn't come home that afternoon. Now, mind you, every day Naziah come home no later than 3:05 is what you testified to, Annette, on the stand. You said this day she didn't come home. Now, the first time my goddamn daughter don't come home on scheduled routine and I'm waiting on you to get off the bus. Matter of fact, that don't even make sense because you said you took her to school. You mean you didn't? Now, I remember Annette saying she picked them up from school too. You got 8 kids. You got 6, 8, 9 kids at the house. NaziayhHarris the only one catching the bus home, and they all go to school. You drop them all off in the morning. You not picking them all up. They not all riding the bus home together. You picking and choosing who you pick up now. Hello, you picking and choosing who you pick up from school. That don't make sense. She didn't go missing the day that they said, shouted. Oh. Now, okay, so let's get back to this part. You take Naziah to school. She don't come home that afternoon, according to a net testimony. She said, well, look, I'm gonna go. I went and ran some errands. Naziah don't come home after school like she normally do. And you went and ran errands? You came home, Shannon told you she's still not there. You go to sleep, wake up in the morning, and do the same routine that you normally do, knowing Naziah has not come home from school. You ain't seen her in over 24 hours. With pushing 24 hours. Well, yeah, 24 hours. Because this is the next morning, you doing the same routine. You went and ran errands. What errands did you go? What fucking errands did you go run? Where did you go? Where did you go? Hello? What errands did you run? But she was suspended. She was supposed to go when she went anyway. She wasn't supposed to go, but she went anyway. Where did you go? What's her name? Annette. Annette went to go run errands. Where did you go, Annette? Annette, did you go to Yslante? Wait a minute. So all this would have been around the time Ziyah was supposed to be in Yslante at the shop, that she was running errands? She was running errands when the ID was lost, when Ziyah was with King Nim, when they was in Yslante, when Roxy said she know that she went to the hotel with Jarvis and never left. All this was, Annette was running errands? Where was Shannon? Where was Shannon? Because she said, Annette testified, when she got back, she asked Shannon, was Naziah here? And she said, no. They didn't call the police. They never called the police, honestly. Shannon went to the courthouse the next day. The next day you was at the courthouse. Your mama went to the school. The man testified that it was between 11 and 12 that he talked to Annette. 11 and 12, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30. 3.5 hours after you doing what you normally do, you go and talk to the school. She said she went to the dean. She didn't go to the police. She went to the dean. Shannon's at the courthouse. Why is Shannon at the courthouse and you with the dean? Where is Roxy at in this whole ordeal? Roxy, where you at? Roxy, what was you at on the goddamn night? I just would like, no, King, where was you at? Roxy. And I'm gonna tell you something, Roxy, because you can't pull that quick talk shit on a nigga like me, guy. Listen, when you trying to say, how can I marry somebody and they're a minor and work? What you did was what they call grooming, child. You know exactly what people saying, you groomed that girl. You watched that girl come up and did little thing, same thing that you was taught to do, that you were ready to do. You groomed that girl. She went to the military. When you was talking about your husband being in the military, it wasn't your husband in the military. It was your girlfriend, shout, who out of high school went into the military. You waited till she was old enough, then y'all got married, shout. And allegedly, she worked for the police department, which is how you keep getting away with this shit, shout. Let's just say the shit for what it is, shout. You hiding behind the bags. It's me. Hello. It's me. You hide behind the bags. Roxy know what goddamn Naziah at. Roxy know. Roxy know. Cause she helped orchestrate the shit. You ain't gotta be a rocket scientist to see. Are y'all slow? That's why that's why Kiwana can't stand her ass. I don't like her either. It ain't cause of Kiwana and shit. I've been told y'all I don't like her. Roxy, I got a partner, right? He got damn, you know how Roxy got that mouth, how her mouth look? I got a partner. He got that same type of mouth. And he don't do nothing but lie. And you can't trust that nigga worth full. And so it's like, I don't know. I know it might be kind of crazy to what I'm saying to y'all, but she got that type of mouth. It's shaped like a lying motherfucker. If you hear me. And you goddamn groomed that girl and you married that girl who is a police officer. That's another thing. A police officer. You finding fucking evidence. Mind you, that pink onesie could not fit NaziayhHarris if she was pregnant. You feel me? You got bullet holes all in. What the fuck is this shit? And you found it, Roxy. Then Roxy tried to put it on the other nigga. Y'all remember that? Roxy tried to say the other nigga found the shit. I was over here by the church. Shit, Roxy said She was going in the opposite direction of what the search was going in. Bitch, why would you be going in the opposite direction of what the search is going in? Everybody going this way, you going this way, and the clothes you happen to find, you said there was a lot of shit out there. But the clothes you happen to find end up being Naziah's. You know what I did? I'd have went ice on that bitch. Ice a goddamn. Shot it. Oh shit. I'd have shot that bitch. I'd have been like, bitch, you lying. You a lying ass bitch. And goddamn it, NaziayhHarris' daddy is dead. And you out here finding fucking clothes with his friend. And you sucking Mark D dick, bitch. You out here chasing clout. You selling t-shirts and hoodies and you showing up in court with purple shit on and shit. That's what you did. And Roxy, you gonna get your ass whooped. And see, that's what I'm trying to tell you. When y'all get down there to that goddamn courthouse, y'all mad at the white girl. Oh! Y'all mad at JJ because she keep telling y'all business. Y'all let that white bitch in y'all motherfucking business. Y'all know just like got no, yeah. Y'all don't let the white girl in business. And now she got all y'all information. She run around telling our business. She talking to Jarvis. He calling on the phone, jacking off and shit. Oh, Miss Parker playing with a pussy on the phone with Jarvis. Who else gonna send a nigga $1,000 ain't playing with that pussy? Shank Rock, you stupid. Yo, bitch, up there, she ain't know she playing with the pussy. Then she gonna sit there. I heard her say something the other day, gonna talk about something. If he would have called me, he wouldn't have got an answer. This the same bitch didn't even have nowhere to answer no phone at. You didn't have nowhere to stay. How you gonna tell somebody you wouldn't answer the phone for them? You ain't had no phone. You try to pay this man to come on your thing. You been in prison before, bitch. You playing with your pussy on the phone for Jarvis. Allegedly. This is allegedly. I probably should have said that. But this is One Life family, man. And I don't give a fuck. I keep telling y'all what's going on. Roxy did this shit with Shannon. I believe Shannon got mad and did something to Ziyah. She called her friend, her cousin, Roxy, and Roxy and them, they got up out of there and all this shit right up. Cause listen to me, y'all. Why would Jarvis be riding around with a pregnant 13-year-old? This nigga King said they got in the car and drove a... First of all, let me tell you something, y'all. I don't give a fuck. I'm not driving a Jaguar. Oh. Especially not with my baby mama in the car. You telling me... oh. And I can imagine what kind of Jaguar it is. It ain't a nice one. It's that old raggedy motherfucker that we just had to put a water pump on. And it's probably burgundy. Jaguar only came in 3 colors. That's that green, burgundy. That's it. They didn't even make that bitch in black. Now you want me to drive a fucking Jaguar with a 13-year-old pregnant girl to Ypsilanti? And you didn't get pulled over by the police? Mind you, you couldn't have had a tag because you couldn't pass the emissions test. Hey, you can't pass the emissions test, goddamn it. Not without no water pump. You done went to AutoZone, got a water pump. You said the girl walking down the street, you ain't say she was pregnant, King. I listened to the whole testimony. Ain't nobody say she was pregnant. Y'all got that pregnant shit from Shannon. And that's who be talking to Roxy. That's why Shannon couldn't believe it when Roxy showed up with Mark D. That's almost like a snitch. That's a snitch. King told us everything, he a liar. That motherfucker that lady out there in Atlanta, she a liar. It's a fucking Lanny. Ain't no goddamn, you telling me, because this is my thing. None of them said, she said Naziah sat on her couch and played with her child. She did not say NaziayhHarris was pregnant. Ask her, was Naziah pregnant? You gonna fuck over that one. That's why I say, they can't put these people back on the stand. If they put these people back on the stand and they lie, or they get cross-examined and woo-woo, they going to jail. And listen, the first person they catch in a lie is gonna free Jarvis. Because the first person they catch in a lie on that stand is gonna create what you call reasonable doubt, y'all. That's a fact. That's a fact. The first person they put up there and lie, reasonable doubt. And everybody that testified at a preliminary hearing lied. Hello. Everybody lied. Huh. Yeah. Shannon said you going off script. Let's get it back on track. This shit done got off track. Y'all remember when Gunner said that? That shit done got off track. Let's get it back on track. They all lied in the preliminary. They all lied in the preliminary. You got a sister, his sister, saying this, that, and the third. Listen to me, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. This how y'all know. Let me break something down for y'all. And this real shit. This real nigga shit, y'all. Jarvis' sister, her testimony becomes irrelevant. She's none, she don't matter. Because on that stand, she said she never saw the person's face that's dead. It don't matter nothing else. She said, I never saw her face. That's that. You can get her out of the way. And why didn't he ask about what she wasn't doing there on the school night? And why didn't ask Jarvis about taking her home first, went to Atlanta still? I'm not so convinced she went to Ypsilanti. The lady who told y'all she came to Ypsilanti, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. If Naziah was pregnant, the lady in Ypsilanti would have said she was pregnant. Now, other than that, she wouldn't have been pregnant, which wouldn't have made it illegal for him to be riding around with her if a net ain't reported her missing. When was he riding around with her? When you telling me that you was out running errands? That's when NaziayhHarris was all in Ypsilanti and all this while you was running errands. Y'all see what I'm saying? Then that mean that you was okay with her getting out of school and going and hanging out in the streets. That's the only way that you would go and still run errands if you know, oh, I know she get out and she gonna rip and run the streets or whatever. She might be gone a day or two. It's some kids that do that shit. Especially the ones that they keep telling y'all say what? They gonna run away. Them the kids that run away every other week. That's why you don't pay it no attention. You like, oh, get what? Get what? Oh, 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 oh. Listen, them the kids that run away every other week. And guess what? They normally go to the same place. She run away and go over there to Roxy. But a couple of days before that, Roxy had sold her house. She couldn't run over there to Roxy's house. Roxy took her to where she be going. Texas. Hello. She couldn't run over there no more because Roxy had sold her house. How y'all think Roxy got them clothes? Between getting them from Shannon and some clothes that Naziah had already left at her house because she would run away. Mind you, Naziah's brother Vari used to run the Roxy. Why wouldn't I do the same thing my brother do? That's why Naziah daddy said on Mark D podcast, she used to be at so many houses, I couldn't keep up. He never even knew Roxy, but he didn't say he didn't know Kenya. Hello. Mm. Okay, what? I know your mama. I know your mama. I don't know you. Child. Child. I know your mama. Yeah, that's a fact. So look, I want people to understand the law and how this thing break down. Y'all have nothing tying Jarvis to an unaliving. You have nothing tying Jarvis to a pregnancy. You don't have anything, even the text messages and stuff like that. Those are text messages. You can't prove that nothing has been, that we know of. Now, mind you, I don't think that these attorneys, I already see what they doing, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not saying Jarvis ain't got some BS going on. But once they that's why Kiwana and Janelle was saying, that's why Kiwana was saying, look, they tried to stay behind the scene. See, they tried to stay behind the scene because once certain things start hitting the internet and people start trying to woo, they create narratives, they mess up the justice, they get so far away from the reality. If you listen to Kiwana, the one thing, because I ask myself this every time, but if you listen to her, she keeps saying it over and over without saying it over and over. Shouting them is they exploiting the kids and they saying certain things, they doing certain things. I'm trying to tell y'all this. I'm only saying this to y'all because people are missing the thing. Yes, they doing it. And that's basically what you're saying. Yes, they doing this GoFundMe move. But if you put that with her exploiting the kids and woo, you will see the overall picture. But what happened was Roxy played on people's intelligence. She used the Mandela effect and put out certain narratives that the world ran with. Perfect example. When she said she found the clothes. Although people that are tuned in was like, what? Most people that are on the internet took it as, oh man, Roxy's doing a good job. She's always there. Go Roxy. Mimi, I'm telling y'all, Mimi said Shouta pulled up on her. Mimi said she didn't even know how Roxy knew where she was at. Roxy allegedly some kind of way knew where she was at because Mimi was on live. Y'all still in cahoots. Mimi only got out of the way because a certain person put out that Mimi was plugged in with Jarvis. And when they put that out, Mimi got down woo man, and woo. Mimi even ran it up to the point where she got locked up for breaking and entering because you recorded yourself breaking and entering into a personal establishment for no reason. And then according to what I found out, you broke in the wrong fucking place. Feel me? All while this is going on, you got Roxy meets up with Mark D on live. Mark D gets an AR-15 out of the trunk of his car with 7 Mile radio and that girl Roxy and walks up to the door, knocks on the door, goes in the house, where children are at with an AR-15 strapped across him like he in motherfucking Afghan goddamn stand. Sat down and talked to this man. I think his name is Dre, maybe. I don't remember. Sat down, talked to this man. Wow. Shannon, her and her sister are in the back room. Y'all then went from the front room to the bedroom with an AR-15 and approached these people in their house. You and Roxy did this in their house. I don't know nowhere in America this is fucking legal. I don't know anywhere in America where nobody is supposed to. The time you turned your back, I would have blew your fucking head off. If you hear me. If I would be, I mean, like, this is you catching me down bad. You set me up. And not only that, you're witness tampering, Roxy. You just came to a house with Shannon, who was just on the witness stand with an AR-15. That's not witness tampering. Right. That's not witness tampering. That's not child endangerment. This lady just got off the stand and you gonna push up on her with. Why would you do that, Roxy? If you not Roxy, why would you push up on this lady with an AR-15? If you not really gonna do something. Shout out, who? A person push up on you with an AR-15, y'all letting they go. Let's rock. Who? AR-15. You just pushed up on me with an AR-15? Man, you got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. And even if you walk out of here tonight, nigga, on my mama, you gonna die, nigga. Mark, I'd killed your bitch ass. You too, Roxy. Any motherfucker that thought that shit was cool, anybody would have got them, what you call that shit? 7 mile shit on. Nigga, I would have bust your ass that night, nigga. On my mama. On my mama, Roxy, you would die fucking with nigga like me doing that stupid shit. It's a lot of you motherfuckers supposed to die. Fuck going to jail. A lot of y'all supposed to die. A lot of y'all supposed to die. Mark, you probably dead. So my mama, nigga. Y'all doing stupid shit. Y'all doing stupid shit. And some more of y'all doing stupid shit. Your content creator doing stupid shit. You don't push up on nobody and they kids sitting there do an interview. You sat in a front fucking room and did an interview. And then went back there on them. You know how dangerous that is? Nigga, I'd have been like, the real nigga would have been like, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Real nigga would be like, hold up. That's that nigga. But we'd have been in the bed loading up. That's that nigga, bro. Hold on. He ain't gone. He ain't gone. He gone. He gone. By the time he came back there with that at that AR-15, boom! Oh! Oh! Boy, I done took your head off. I done took your motherfucking head off. Boom! Why you playing? You in my house with an AR-15. Free body. Free body. That's what we call a free body. I'd have killed you, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, man. Y'all got me fucked up. You done walked down my whole house with an AR and y'all filming it? Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Then the nigga had on a body cam the whole time. That's this motherfucker. Fuck meta glasses. He had on a body cam. Oh, oh y'all police. He had on a body cam. But that shit crazy, man. Man had on a body cam, man. Hey, Roxy know what happened to Naziayh's child. And I got story I'm run down on y'all, man. Roxy is the one that keeps showing up and trying to throw off what's really going on. And this is a fact, y'all. Y'all listen to me. Y'all got to pay attention to this, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to get up out of here. You found clothes that had sweat that tied y'all into it. They said Vario identified the shoes. The other man that said he was out there that you throwing under the bus, Roxy, he said that he found out 2 months, like 2 months later. You found out 2 months later that goddamn, all right, whatever. But, boom. To this day, we have no weapon. We have no proof. Now, we don't. I don't know what y'all got. I don't know what. I ain't seen no one. But listen, y'all. I'm tap back in with y'all, man. Listen, y'all hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button. We're going to keep going, man. I'm rocking with y'all.